Now, the Livewire.
This is kind of like it's kind of a love song. And it's about really embracing life's kind of uncertainty, because, you know, being with the right person, I think, matters more than kind of knowing exactly where the road leads. And I think there's just something about relationships.
Here's the Livewire with Branden.
Welcome back to the Livewire. I'm Branden, and as you know, we shine a spotlight on artists, creators, dreamers, making things happen right here in Arkansas and beyond. And today we're kicking off something special. Joining us, the band Raney, an up-and-coming band from Little Rock. They're about to take a huge step in their musical journey. This weekend, they're performing their very first live concert out at White Water Tavern at Little Rock. They have a brand new single out, and what makes this interview special is that we're inviting you, our listener, to come along for the ride. We'll have a couple episodes of the Livewire talking about their journey, their writing, their live experience. Think of this as a real-world experiment. Go on that journey with us in real time. What does it take to turn a song into a live show? What do they feel? We're going to get those answers in the upcoming episodes of the Livewire podcast. Joining me this week, it's Jay Calhoun and Dustin Raney from the band Raney, and it's on the Livewire. Welcome back to the Livewire. Yeah, really exciting weekend happening this weekend in Little Rock. Raney playing their very first live concert. And, of course, we talked to him not too long ago with a brand new song out. I'm hanging out with Dustin and Jay Calhoun. It's not very often that I get the keyboardist and the lead guitarist on a podcast together, so I appreciate that.
He's just such a good-looking man. I mean,
I tell you.
Yeah.
We flirted with calling the band Calhoun and just didn't have the same ring to it, so you got Dustin Raney. I think it was the right choice.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be really exciting for you guys to start, practicing and looking for, a goal of live music. I was encouraging our listeners to vicariously live through you this weekend. Thinking about, you put out a song, a couple songs, and now here we are. It's like a few days before you hit the stage for the first time. Of course, you guys all have experience on stage, but what are you feeling right now?
For me, nothing but excitement. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We started the band, back in 2023.
Was it really?
I know, Jay. It's crazy. I've got some old pictures of us kind of sitting in this room for the first time, just kind of talking about what we wanted to do first. Chicken or the egg? Do we play live and then build songs out of a live setting, or do we do a studio thing and then test those songs out live? And obviously, we kind of did the studio thing first, but we're super excited about this being our first live showing. I
was at White Water Tavern, the venue we're playing at coming up on Saturday, standing next to Cliff, watching some awesome local band play. They had a lot of good acts, and just kind of looking at each other like, man, we should get back into playing live music. It's been a lot of fun. And it's kind of an impetus for getting the gang together and starting to write songs.
Name drop, Jay. What was that band that you're standing in front of?
It was probably Way Away. I see them a lot, or maybe Peach Blush. Peach Blush is another rad local band. Whitewater just gets such good talent through there all the time. But yeah, it's all good music when you go there.
Well, that was obviously intentional to play Whitewater your first show.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess Jay kind of happened through Way Away, right? Through some of the connections that they have, or Cliff.
Yeah,
and
but it's
the guys.
Such a cool venue. It's an old house that was converted, I think, in the 70s to a dive bar, and it's like playing inside of an old violin. It's all wood and acoustic that has been well aged with good music over a long time. And the stage isn't too elevated or separated from the crowd, so you get a lot of that energy and you can get it right up next to the action. It's just, the staff's incredible. It's good vibes all around. It's just a really special place to play.
So a live performance, you've been preparing all these elements, during the live set. Are you guys practicing those things?
We got our choreography down.
Yeah. Is this like a boy band? You guys have some dance moves? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. A bunch of 40-year-old and later 30-year-old men doing some wood. I mean, I'll be up for it.
Yeah.
But, no, we have been. I would say over the past 3 or 4 months, just taking Friday nights, together, sitting around saying, all right, what songs are we going to play live? How are we going to fill a set? Right. We just released our second song. That's not enough. Thankfully, we have, several other songs that we haven't released yet. And so we're still, in the process of kind of working on even what order of the songs we're going to play. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. We're super excited to share it with the world.
Well, this will be your first performance. Also, your first performance for this brand new tune. So what inspired this new song? The new song called Go With You. What inspired this, and what do the listeners take from this new tune?
I would say that this is kind of like it's kind of a love song. So it's about really embracing life's kind of uncertainty, because being with the right person, I think, matters more than kind of knowing exactly where the road leads. And I think there's just something about relationships. You guys will see this on our album covers. We kind of have this car theme, but it's also like our family members. So like, I think the previous, album cover was Cliff's parents at their wedding day. This one happens to be my parents that are like literally getting into the car, leaving their wedding. And it's kind of fitting, and I lived inside of their life, the context of their life, the struggles and the great times and all those things. And to now kind of have a song and be a part of this band that kind of carries their last name, which is even crazier, to, just kind of show the beauty in the relationship, no matter where the destination is led.
I can tell you what I felt when I first heard that. I was like, another driving song. And it literally put us in the car. Dustin, it put us in the car with them, maybe possibly driving away from that wedding. Because, we only get it's sort of like a story, and we only get one photo. And it's that photo, of course, on Spotify if you want to check this out. But it's that old photo like you were mentioning, from your parents' wedding, possibly driving away from that. It gives you that feeling.
Yeah, man. It's like, I think the world expects certainty and stability. And I think there's just something about embracing the journey. There's something about a good drive song, especially with an indie band these days.
4 more band members. So we all have to go look through our parents' attics for good wedding photos.
We got to find that wedding photo.
Songs.
Yeah, release them in a car of some sort. That is such a rad car, by the way. There's a back window in the back seat. Dude, they don't make them like they used to, dude.
They don't, and it certainly ages us, because all the pictures of our parents are definitely in the 70s. So you gauge by the car, the age of the cars.
Yeah, and we're stoked about this show, and you've got some help there happening on Saturday, by the way. And who's opening up the show for you guys?
We're playing with some of our best friends in a band called Way Away.
Okay,
it's impossible to properly nail down a genre, but they're kind of surf rock. Just fantastic. And they're local in Little Rock, but we've also got a really killer band from Northwest Arkansas coming down called Resting. And they are kind of that dream pop genre that are really excited that they're agreed to come down and jam with us.
I just heard about Resting playing another gig at George's Majestic Lounge. So, this feels like Arkansas music right now. It feels like it's as powerful as ever been, man. And these genres that are coming out, you guys finding a band that really could ride with you, like Resting. I think this is going to be such an amazing show. If we want to get tickets to this, is it too late? Can we still purchase tickets out to the tavern?
I think it's $10 for a ticket. So
not too late.
Not too late at all.
White Water usually has them for sale on their website, or get there early and get them at the door. $10, 3 bands.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah, well worth it, man. What is your experience with the getting ready for a live show? Are you thinking about what you're wearing? You know, we want to live this experience. What are you thinking about? Like, are there props? What do you got going for Saturday?
Man, I think of everybody in the band, Jay will have to have this figured out already. You know, he is the fashionista of the.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's got like some color coordination going. Jay, you would be all, like, listen, guys, we all got to like stick to a color here.
Y'all, I showed up at band practice last week in a Loverboy cutoff and boots, and everyone else in the band, all these dads, they're like, "Whoa, man, you are rock and roll,
like
dude."
That's the look.
Buckle up.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like thinking about like your sound and what I expect to see on stage, and it's just so dreamy, dude. So I don't know, like, I don't want to put my expectations up way too high, but I'm just so stoked to hear this live. Are you doing any covers?
No, we actually debated that a lot. Because, we have one song because we wanted it to make sure we at least had a 5-song set, right? It's like we feel like first time live, we need to have enough material that kind of whets the appetite, but it's not too much. And should one of those songs be a cover? We kind of landed. We feel really good about 5 originals. So you all are going to get 5 original Raney songs. 3 of which that you'll hear for the very, very first time on Saturday. So we're super excited.
That's absolutely amazing, man. So we're catching up with a band on Saturday. We may even have this little bonus episode of Vicariously Living Through Raney as they are going to be on that stage. And like, I want to know like what it feels like after you do that. One of the first shows, obviously you guys are, no stranger to a stage. But it's a little different, being out there, bearing your soul, especially with the name, Dustin. Like, this is like Raney, like, like, don't screw this up. It's your family name.
I mean, Cliff, our lead singer, he came to us is like, I think it was about, a month ago. We're like a month out from our first live show. And it's like, guys, we cannot lay an egg on this. It was like, this has got to be, it's like, I'm used to like practicing a couple of times and, just telling the band, what chords they are and let's go. This time it's like,
1, and a 2, and
yeah, exactly. This time we are taking it a little bit more seriously. We're really trying to like really think through, how we want it to dynamically build. And yeah, but honestly, there's more excitement than the fear of messing up. I think just playing live, there's something about reacting with people to this new sound that's kind of happening. So I'm just intrigued as you are, Brandon. It's like what's it going to sound like live? How's it going to translate? I think it's going to sound well,
Is there inspiration that you take from maybe possibly like another live show or a band that maybe has inspired that set, like looking at it? Is there like sort of a vibe that you're going for?
I always go back to the Paper Kites.
Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh.
I've seen them live several times. There's just something very intimate about the way they perform. It's not like just overly showy. It's like they don't have to like do a lot of other things on top of it just being really great music that hits you right in the chest, So that's kind of my hope is that we're able to kind of translate some of these things. It kind of leans in, people kind of take some meaning from it, leave with something,
Yeah.
Jay, I mean, what are your
Well, for me,
thoughts?
I'd say my inspiration for the live show is it's good to be the weakest link in the band, and I'm pretty good. So we're playing with such talented musicians here that I am just stoked to be on stage next to all these talented guys and getting to rock out and let everybody hear the music that we've been writing. And I think that we're going to have more fun than the crowd. I mean, it's going to be a blast.
I don't know. I may be able to argue that, man. I'm pretty stoked about this show. You'll have one woo girl in the crowd. I'll be wooing for you. For sure. But I want to show off this new tune for people that are listening to the podcast right now. It's a tune called Go With You. You had mentioned a little bit about this at the beginning of the podcast. It still stays in that vein of the first single with Healing. It just makes me, I don't know, I just love the vibe. And I cannot wait to hear it live on Saturday out there in Little Rock. We're inviting everyone. Do you know where people can actually get tickets one last time before we play this single?
Yeah, White Water Tavern's website. I think it's the legendary whitewatertavern.com, but you might have to Google to double check that. A lot of people, like I said, show up early and get them at the door, hang out for a while. It's a cool space.
Very cool. And we're leaving you with the Go With You single that you'll hear live on Saturday from Raney. You guys want to explain this before we play it?
Yeah, embrace the journey. Relationships over the destination. Enjoy the ride. I think we're super proud of how it ended up sounding. So super pumped to introduce you all to Go With You.
It is Raney. The song Go With You. Check them out at White Water Tavern this Saturday night. Their debut live set. Of course, I'll be out there live too, so come out and say hello. This is Raney. Thanks for hanging out on the podcast, guys.
Thanks,
Brandon.
Driving, I hear the sound, singing at the top of our lungs. A magic moment that I could hold on to. Morning's coming and we're still running. Do we turn back or find a better place? Tell me, baby, what you wanna do. They say you can't keep cruising at this pace forever and ever. Oh, I don't need to know where we're going. I just wanna go with you. Tossing and turning, looking back on the mess we made of this. Left everything but nothing ever goes our